Hello everyone and welcome back to Art a la Carte. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to draw multiple subjects interacting with each other in one video, also known as how to draw a pack of wolves running together. So before I start this, let me just say this is not a video on how to draw a wolf. I have several of those videos and I'll put the links to those videos right here, boop, 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 or in the description box below. So you check those out. Those will give you step-by-step instructions on how to draw wolves. This video is to show you how to take an individual wolf and draw it several times so that it looks like a whole bunch of wolves. To make things simple, I'm going to first start off by showing you how to do this with jelly beans. Yes, jelly beans. So if you have your first jelly bean right there, racing along the tundra, he's having a grand old time. I'm a racing jelly bean. There we are. And you want to add some other jelly beans in there. You're going to create another jelly bean. So here we go. Let's create another jelly bean right here. I'm racing through the tundra. So now we have two jelly beans. But this is something that you want to watch for, is that these two jelly beans, though are not a complete and exact duplicate of one another, are in the same exact position, the same shape. You can see each one perfectly. And so it tends to make your drawing a little bit boring. My suggestion is that when you're creating a picture with multiple subjects, is to change something about one of the subjects. For instance, you can change the direction of the legs, how the legs are running. And again, these are very simplistic because we are drawing jelly beans and not something complex like wolves, which we'll get to in a minute. Don't worry. Also, you want to think about is overlapping. Overlapping is when one object slightly covers up a secondary object. Think about taking another jelly bean and slightly hiding him behind some of the other jelly beans. And again, changing leg positioning as well. So this begins to create some interest. Now it's looking like a herd of jelly beans running. They're all a little bit different. So yeah. Also, you want to think about grouping. So if you have 3 jelly beans running and you want to add a 4th one, instead of having it maybe tuck him right in here, maybe put him back a little bit and put him back in the distance a bit. And as I talked in a previous video, which was how to draw a wolf running towards you, I talked a little bit about as things come towards you, they get larger in size, and when they get farther away from you, they get smaller in size. And so this jelly bean, as he's running, maybe he's a little bit behind. He's all, wait for me, you guys. He would just be a little bit smaller in size as he's trying to catch up. Oh, come on, guys. You always leave me behind. And so this can add a little bit of interest into your drawing, not just seeing a stampeding herd of jelly beans, or lima beans if you don't like sugar. You can have lima beans. But now you have a little bit of interest. It's going to not just have your viewer go, oh look, jelly beans. They're going to go, oh look, jelly bean, what's wrong with that poor guy? Oh man. And it's going to cause an emotional response. Which is going to have people look at your picture longer, which as an artist, that's what you want people to do. You want them to look at your picture. So think about grouping, think about size and distance, and then think about variance, things that are varied. So now that we've discovered this with a simplistic world of jelly beans, thank you guys, then we can go ahead and take this with a little bit more serious thought and go with how to draw things a little bit more complex, like wolves. Hence the title of this video, How to Draw a Pack of Wolves Running. So here I have one wolf already. I have previously drawn this wolf in a video that I've already posted. If you want to see kind of how I drew this wolf and talked a little bit about it, you can definitely click the link right here on this wolf and it will take you to that video. Check that out. That'll be awesome. But now we're going to think about putting some pack mates with him. Again, this is not a video on how to draw wolves. Practice drawing individually first. When you get comfortable with that, then you can begin drawing them in as a group. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a couple of pack members with him, and I'm just going to very lightly sketch them in. He's going to be the head wolf, so there's not going to be anything overlapping him. He will be doing a lot of the overlapping with them. And as they're getting further back in the pack, they're going to get smaller in size. I'm also going to draw them higher up on the paper, which is another way to express distance in your drawing. So here I'm going to draw and sketch in very, very lightly. very loosely here and put in my wolf body. Here I have my second wolf drawn. I've placed him higher up on the paper. I've shrunken him down in size, so it's going to look like he's back a little bit further. The only thing that I didn't do in my couple steps is I didn't truly overlap this wolf over this one. So I could move him over just a little bit, but I really liked his personality as I started drawing him out and thought, yeah, I just kind of want to see him a little bit more. And I'll add a couple other wolves that'll be in the background that'll be a little bit more overlapped and kind of not always in focus. So he's kind of maybe the second in command. So I'm going to let him kind of be shown a little bit. So I'm going to add in just a few more details. I'm not going to finish up the details on him until I get the rest of the wolves in here, but I want to kind of just narrow him out just a little bit. When you finalize details, it is officially called narrowing it out. No other artist will call it narrowing it out, but I guess on Art a la carte we call it narrowing it out because that is the word that came out of my mouth. I'm just kidding, that's not really, it's not a word. I mean, it is a word, but it doesn't make sense. This is not narrowing him out. So there you go. That's why you get the funny words of the day. Alright, there I've successfully narrowed him out. I successfully kind of put in a little bit more tighter detail with him. So now I'm going to go ahead and put in a third wolf, or maybe a third and fourth wolf running back in here. So it kind of looks like the pack is running down the hill towards us and then coming straight at us. So you can see I've added two more dogs. This one's, the face is kind of hidden behind the alpha male, and he's running. This one's kind of will be hidden a little bit there. And you can keep on adding as many wolves as you want. But as you can see, I've used 3 different techniques. I've used variance in the positioning, I've used sizing, and I've used overlapping. And so doing that is going to create a really cool kind of piece. So what I'm going to do is finish up the details on this and then come back for some final comments. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful as you practice drawing your own pack of wolves running through the woods, or maybe a pack of fierce and wild jelly beans charging through the tundra. If you do draw it, I would love to see it, so make sure you post that on my Facebook, and I will put the link to my Facebook page in the description box below. One question I get asked a lot is, what do I do with all my drawings that I do for the tutorials? Do I keep them? Do I throw them away? Do I wallpaper the walls of my house with them? Interesting idea. Most of my drawings are in my drawing tablets, and so they're all here in all their gloriousness. Here's a failed attempt at a cat jumping. Exciting video on dragons flying to be made someday. So yeah, what do I do with them all? Pretty much right now they're sitting on my shelf. I've also had a few of you guys ask me if there's a way that they can buy these pictures. I think it'd be fun to have a picture from this tutorial. So I said I'm going to go ahead and start doing that with a few of my drawings. I'm going to post them on my Etsy shop, along with this bad boy right here. I'm going to go ahead and put him on my Etsy shop. So I'll put a link to that right in the description box below. You can go ahead and check that out. Follow the link over there and you'll find this picture, maybe, unless it sells really fast. Who knows? And of course I always have tons of other pieces that maybe you don't see in my art tutorials that I do for fun. And all of those will be for sale as well. If you're interested in seeing some of my artwork that maybe isn't tutorial related, head over to my secondary channel up in the attic, where I should kind of do a little bit more of my personal and professional artwork over there, so you can check that out. And a lot of those pictures are also for sale on my Etsy shop. If you have any questions about my art, how to buy it, how to create it, whatever, leave those questions in the comment box below as well, and I try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. Thanks again for joining me on this art tutorial. If you enjoyed this lesson, please check out some of my other videos. I have lots of videos on all sorts of different topics. And hit that subscribe button, bam, right there, so that you don't miss out on any other future drawings. Thanks again for drawing with me, and until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.